Dude, the Leafs just can't stay healthy.
You're telling me. I cut myself shaving just now.
Oh, who's got a little boo-boo?
I will kill you.
How? MacArthur's hurt. You ain't got your little sword now, do you? And then, yes, please do.
What a great goal.
Dude. Crazy throwing waffles. Woo. Who are you?
Optimus Prime.
Leafs lose 4-1 to the Nashville Predators. And on top of losing the game, they also lost 2 more players. First goal, Ben Scrivens not exactly making the best decision when playing the puck. Martin Erat capitalizes, and it's 1-0 Predators. I wouldn't really get on Scrivens' case because a lot of the times when the Leafs score first, they lose anyway. He's just thinking strategy. Case in point, John Michael Alves comes in, and a little wrister past one of the best goaltenders in the league in Pekka Rinne, and it's 1-1. You know what would have made that goal even better is if the Preds didn't score like 2 minutes later. Ryan Suter wrister, and of course Mike Fisher's just all up in Scrivens' grill. And I know Bozak pushed Fisher in the net, but it almost looked like Fisher was that bee from Family Guy.
Oh no, I'm like falling in your net.
And the game's over. Erat scores another again 2 minutes into the first. The Leafs, I gotta focus on their starts. Good start to their third last game, but it's just, consistency. One thing that is consistent is how often the Leafs get injured. Oh, and they can't score, because this was the 6th straight game that the Leafs failed to score more than 2 goals. And pretty much only the top line can do anything offensively. MacArthur and Grabowski already out of the lineup for this game, and then Lombardi and Komisarek both out. And this should give you an idea of how heavily Ron Wilson focused on the top line. Now, Bozak played over 22 minutes, Connolly over 16. They kind of split duties there. Lupul played over 24.5 minutes, Kessel over 27 minutes. Phaneuf, Lupul, and Connolly all with 5 shots each. Kessel with 6, and Jean-Michel Alves with 7. Leafs out shooting the Preds 22-5 in the third, which basically means for that entire third period, the top line was just,
Just go in, you piece of crap! Hot smash!
Lupul standing up against the boards and a fan kicks the glass.
Stop picking on me! I'm trying my hardest!
And the whole time Pekka Rinne is just like, I'm huge. Now, Matt Halischuk would end up scoring an empty net goal to give the Preds a 4-1 win, but before that, this happened. Craig Smith comes in with an empty net and is all like, oh, I'm gonna put an exclamation point on this. I'm gonna come in and roof this, son. And what followed was a miss that would make Patrick Steffen blush. The angle that Smith had to shoot on in order to miss the net and shoot the puck over the glass was just pretty impressive. Like, there were a million other things he could have done that would have made the puck go in, such as nothing. Ice is, slippery, generally speaking, and it would have just gone. But anyway, that's what you get for hot dogging it, so welcome to, like, every pack for the next year at least. But as embarrassing as that miss was, the Preds still get the 2 points, so who's laughing? Here's what I want to talk about. Everyone's hurt. Mike Brown and Clark MacArthur are out day-to-day. Grabowski's gonna miss about 2 weeks. Komisarek and Lombardi are out for 3, and Reimer, who the hell knows? And just as importantly, a lot of people are failing to mention this, someone the Leafs win with a lot more than they don't, Colby Armstrong. Also, the Leafs play 3 games in the next 4 days. 2 of those games are part of a 4-game road trip that include Carolina, Tampa, Dallas, and Anaheim. Leafs play in Washington this Saturday, then they travel to Carolina the next day to take on Carolina at 5 o'clock. Why? And it should be mentioned that Alexander Ovechkin's been having a pretty crummy season so far, so who are you gonna call? Slump Busters! But I will say this. I don't know if I ever said this online, but I did predict at the beginning of the week that the Leafs will lose to the Coyotes, and they did in the shootout. They will lose to the Predators, and they did in regulation, but they will beat the Caps. Pretty much because they're not supposed to. I don't mean to be all gloom and doom, but right now, not good. And given all the injuries they have in the lineup, it's hard for me to go, you suck. One guy I will get on, and I know 2 of his line mates are injured, in Grabowski and MacArthur, but Nikolai Kulemin, 2 goals and just 7 points in 19 games. If there was ever a time where this team needed you, it's now. Because the other teams are getting pretty keen to this whole, we should cover Kessel thing. And this is a great opportunity for him, and it's a great opportunity for whoever the Leafs happen to call up. Maybe by the time you see this video, they have called someone up. But if you're not all that hip with what's going on with the Marlies this season, I highly suggest these 2. On Twitter, you can follow him at Kyle the Reporter, and he's got kylethereporter.com as his website. He's got some stuff on Kadri, Colburn. He always does a who's hot and who's not sort of thing. Also good, especially for when they're on the road, follow at Jeffler, at Jeffler. And he's the head honcho of marlieshq.com. One final thing I want to say before I'm done, my Movember team. Huge thanks to so many of you. After the last video where I asked for some donations, we got hundreds of dollars of it, so thank you. And you can still donate, obviously, until the end of the month. I'm going to put the link in the underbar to donate to my Movember team. And once again, said it last time, I can't say exactly what it is, but if you donate to my Movember team, there's a chance you might, something. So add me to Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Tumblr, all that other stuff in the underbar. And next up is the Leafs taking on the Capitals Saturday night, hockey night in Canada.